The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dak going to start out going to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Play action. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number one. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick pick up good yardage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. A handoff left, Elliott. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Running with Elliott. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Donald Parham from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And Jackson throwing once more. That one complete out to Dotson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man on the out route. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington.
And that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. A dump off to Elliott. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up third and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Where's the guys up front? Or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And some room to work. Touchdown, Washington.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Touchdown, Washington!
Antonio Gibson,
32 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 36, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Prescott yet again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal to wait going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He's got a man complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half,
good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Prescott from the gun on third.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Prescott on first down.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll throw again. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Donald Parham.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
115 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the 17, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson.
Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Ayuk
from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Prescott. He's got a man, complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Michael Gallup. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Washington going to send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great cover from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw is Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Prescott.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Once more, Gibson.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right?